Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your reading. So, today we're going to just see what comes out in love, okay? What's going on in love for you guys. I'm going to pull some Wisdom of the Oracle. Keep in mind wow, those are beautiful cards that want to flip out. Keep in mind that wherever you have Taurus in your chart, this might resonate, or if it does not resonate, check your other placements, your moon, maybe your Venus, North Node, whatever it is you're inquiring about, check those placements, okay? So, what's going on in love? Nothing else wants to come out. That was it. Your message came out really, really quick. New life. Wow, look at that. New life. Number 39 might be significant to you, or the number 12, or however you can manipulate the numbers. You might start seeing numbers in sequence even. We have here all that glitters, all right? And we have co-create. All right, so here with all that glitters, number 16 or number 7, co-create number 4. And then here, breathe. All right, number 29 or number 11. So let's see. We'll see what comes out. I don't know what you're dealing with. This co-create always reminds me of twin flames, divine counterparts. It always reminds me of that. This always reminds me of when people are hiding behind a mask, okay, or sort of like even whatever you see on social media. Everybody's life looks better on social media, but behind the scenes it can be quite a bit different. So all that glitters kind of reminds me of that, like we have some sort of facade, or there's something that's not genuine, something that's fake. And we have breathe and new life. I really like these two cards. I think there's something that's going to be happening, either an unveiling, an unmasking on your part, or maybe if some situation is coming towards you, because we have new life. So there's got to be some sort of either approach, or about it, or something you've been working on. It's going to be interesting to see what comes out. So I've done a pre-shuffle, but we are asking about love. So maybe love is what's new. You may have a new life in love. You might meet them at the gym. I don't know. That person looks like they're doing meditation. You can meet them at a place where you do meditation, or even a park, because it looks like a park. Very interesting. Co-create. What's going on in love with Taurus? My deck's upside down, I think. Yep. First card out is the Three of Cups. Second card out, the Seven of Pentacles. Third card out, the Three of Pentacles. So in the recent past, you might have been thinking about who do you want to invest your time in? Who do you want to build with? What do you want to do? And I don't know, but in the current energies, we sort of have still you manifesting. Okay, we have Mercury here. Maybe you're moving because you manifested something, or actually maybe you've manifested all of these 10 wands. Maybe it's something about that too. Maybe you're realizing that. I can kind of sort of see this in the sense of, think about it for a moment. If you're you're aware of, if you're a person, let's say you started meditating or aligning with your soul, or doing some yogi stuff to really help you, right? And then, so now maybe what you're manifesting, you're starting to see you are attracting what you were projecting out. And because of this, maybe meditation or whatever, because we both have like meditation cards, maybe because of this you're starting to get in touch with yourself, your soul, your aligning, and you just, it's different. But when you start doing that, you start seeing through all the bull, all the crap, and you just kind of see things for what they really are. You see beyond the facade when you're like that. You may be in a state of realizing that you attracted a lot of things that were in your life, good and bad. Just, we'll see. Queen of Cups, it's in emotions. I mean, this is current emotions. Maybe it's burdensome too to think about how we contribute to the things in our lives. I mean, all of us. Sometimes we don't realize we're attracting bad things into our life. It's just we're unconscious. We don't know. We just do it. But I feel like someone here realizes this, because here in the recent past we have investing in new people, right? We're investing in new people here. We're plucking also, we're pruning, right? Because this person, they're obviously planting a plant in a garden, but they're going to pluck out the bad friends, keep the good ones. And that's what happens when you ascend. The people who are meant to stay in your life stay, and the ones who aren't, they kind of fall off the wayside, at least for that next season or time being. They're not meant to be there with you for that lesson, is the best way I could put it. But I think here, this is your energy in the recent past, Taurus. These pentacles and these cups are emotions, and these are the loving relationships, or these are the relationships around you. These three of cups, these are the people in your environment that you hang with. Because we have here, and if anybody manifested a third party, well, somebody might be having a harsh realization about that too. But I see you deciding, who do you want to work and build with in your life? Who do you want in your life? Who's a good choice? Who are good seeds to sow with? That's what I see in the recent past for you, Taurus. So currently, we may be a little bit burdened to realize we've attracted some losers, maybe, or some people that were not good, and we need to the realization is maybe we want to transform this and cut some people out. And it's going to take a lot of strength, with the Strength card being the next card. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles. And we have an Emperor that wants to come out too. This is Aries. You could be dealing with an Aries. This could be, I just see this as you bossing up. But I could be wrong, because in the split here, I have a Chariot, Cancer energy, and I have a Two of Cups. You might be joining forces with someone else, okay? You might be joining forces with someone else. Let's clarify. Why do we have the Three of Cups? We have Leo. We have the Strength card. Okay, so maybe for some of you dealing with the Leo or Aries, or maybe somebody put somebody in a third party. We have something that we needed strength for, and it involves an Emperor and three people. So maybe that's one of the situations you decided you don't want to participate in. We got the Seven of Pentacles here. What does Taurus want to grow? Right, see? As I was talking about before, a toxic player. And we have the Four of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and the Two of Wands. It's like Somebody realizes they attracted, or they're attracted to the wrong types. This is also that too. Somebody, I think you could be realizing you want to bring something new in with this Two of Wands. You come to a crossroads, and you're on the verge of this realization. You're on the verge of this realization. You don't want to build with players anymore, okay? Toxic people. You don't want toxic lovers. You don't want cheaters, okay? So that's what this is about. It's about people doing you wrong, okay? People doing you wrong. You don't want that anymore. And that some of you guys are coming to a realization, because these are Eight of Swords. This is the mind, and this is the Four of Pentacles. You attract people who are players. Or you attracting always fire signs, but they're coming across as toxic as a player. They're coming across as an emperor. They might even, have money or be business oriented or whatever, but you're coming to a major realization. And there's something that you're doing in your daily practices that is causing this change where you can see things for what they are. You're either doing some spiritual practices, some meditation, something that clears your head, something that helps you to see and think better, whatever it is. It's a blessing that you're able to. So we got a player situation in the past. We got a lot of your energy suggesting, why do I always attract toxic lovers? Why do I attract toxic lovers? And now we're at a crossroads. I don't want to do that no more. And, with the Ten of Wands, it's like, yeah, you don't want to deal with the burden. You don't want to carry that burden, It's a big burden, especially when someone's always playing the field. Or, they're going to bring me home an STD, break my heart, leave me in the middle of the night. I mean, think about all the stresses that come with that kind of personality. Who'd want it? We talk about love. And here, like I said, this is Taurus and this is Seven of Wands, looking a lot like this, okay? If you guys aren't meditating, it's very highly suggested, because look at this. This is the Hierophant, Major Arcana for Taurus, Seven of Wands. You're doing some sort of spiritual practice that I believe is leveling you up spiritually. So you're realizing, like I said, it was my state of mind. I was attracting these kind of people. My state of mind. I was bringing these losers in. I was damaged. I was bringing in damage. Whatever it was, I was always afraid you would attract a cheater. Well, I always did attract a cheater because I was afraid of it. I was living in fear. And I manifested in fear. I manifested a lot of lack. We got a 4 and a 5 of Pentacles. I manifested being kicked out, cheated on, left. The universe doesn't want to give us this, but we can be negative in some aspects and think about this. I know I have thought in the past, I have done stuff like that. I've had to learn myself. It's a process. Now, if this isn't you, Taurus, it's a cross watcher, but there's a lot of pentacles. That's why, but this new beginning is imminent. It's for real. It's happening. The Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Wands, it's happening. And you manifested it. Just as you realize if you attracted, I don't think you realize you manifested these bad or toxic people when you manifested them. No. You weren't manifesting that. It was sort of unconscious or subconsciously, or even maybe out of fear. But now that you do know how to manifest, maybe you took a course or a class or something, because we do have some highly spiritual cards. Maybe you've been working on your ascension in some kind of way and you've learned how to manifest, and maybe now you're starting to see what's real, what's not real. You're starting to see also that you can manifest, that you can also co-create. You're a fixed sign, Taurus, and this is a huge breakthrough, because this is you not being fixed in those beliefs. This is you stepping out of your comfort zone and being creative and thinking outside of the box in a completely new way. And I like that. I like that for you guys. So this is where we're at in our emotions right now. This new life, manifesting good things, seeing through the bad stuff and the toxic stuff. This is the energy. And so this card ended up coming out anyway. And if you're healing over, you know, a romance or something that didn't last, if you're heartbroken over that, I see you healing over it. This is bringing healing, okay? It could also bring in a new person as well, okay? It could also bring somebody in because you're attracting. This is the heartache. This is what we're getting over, okay? But this is what we're attracting. Could be attracting someone younger than you or whatever. There could be an age difference between you. But here, definitely, and it's reciprocated love. But this is you meet this person while you're on your healing journey or on your journey, and it's after a time that you've healed from something that was very painful for you. Okay, something that you had to move on from. But the good news is, Taurus, you're not attracting the devil anymore. You're not attracting the devil. You're not being tempted by the things that are not good for you anymore. You're making good, healthy, loving choices from the heart that come from love, and you're attracting love, not toxic. So why do we have the Five of Swords here in the near future? Okay, this landed between, I also wanted to touch the Death card, which is the next card. This transformation hasn't been easy for you. And I've been getting this a lot for Taurus. As far as self-worth goes, okay? Because a Taurus will do so many things to keep a family together. They'll stay in all kinds of situations. They're very strong and stubborn, and they're fixed, and they don't like change. You know, it's a beautiful part of them because you guys are so reliable, but it burdens yourself when you let it go too much. Because sometimes a Taurus is so strong, I think they don't realize all the stuff they handle until they tell somebody everything they're going through, and then that person looks at them and is like, how are you alive? How are you here? How are we talking? That's the kind of stuff the Taurus goes through, and and they don't even realize it. That's just how strong they are. They got a very thick skin. You guys are very thick skin. And it's almost like you're fighting change, but you're not fighting change because you're going to do it. You're going to go through this transformation. That's happening. With these two, it's happening. But it's not hard. You have a lot of battles in your mind because let's say like you're cutting out a toxic family member, but you were raised that, blood is thicker than water and family does not give up on family. And once you're family, you stay together. And if you have kids and it's miserable with the spouse, you still stay together. Like Taurus really are the matriarch of a lot of families because Taurian people, they are the glue. They hold the families together. They have a lot of the celebrations happening even at the Taurus house, So whatever you're cutting off or healing from that was very painful to you, it's not easy for you to move on, but you realize that you have to. You realize you have to. And that's the bottom of the deck is the Lovers. For some of you, you have to move on from a very close connection. A connection you feel like you're only going to feel once in a lifetime. You had to, very hard decision as well. And it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy because this could have been a situation where you love the person, we're married to the person. This is not an easy transformation. That's what it is. This is a transformation though, but it's leading you to a whole brand new life because I think whatever you had before, it was not the real deal. Something was missing. It seemed right, but it wasn't. It was toxic. It looked good on the outside. It looked good on Facebook, but behind the scenes, it was not good. It was toxic. On some level, it restricted you. I know it's hard, and I know, and your spirit guides are talking to you, Taurus. Look. It's hard. I know that it's hard. Give me a card anyway for this death and rebirth. It landed on this side again, and it's coming very fast with the Chariot, Cancer energy, the universe. It's coming super fast. You're going to have a choice to cut something out. You might even have a choice to go through, divorce. I don't see Justice card, but I do see a Queen of Swords, who is a person who can stand on her own because she cut out a lot of people, or he. It can be someone who's divorced, because we hear you want to bring in your true love, or you want to bring in love. Like, you don't want to be in a situation just because it's routine or you guys have established it, even though you might have been raised that, family, no matter what, family stays together, whatever. This is a hard decision. And it's a decision, Taurus, you may have to make it, and you may feel like it's going against every grain of your being. It's like torn between the physical life and the spiritual life. It's like this decision to move on, to cut out possibly a King of Cups who wanted to come through here, possibly someone who cheated on you in the past, possibly a fire sign, doesn't matter. Could have been someone you were married to, someone who cheated, someone you're in a relationship with, doesn't matter. This is a very hard decision, and it's a hard transformation for you, because in some kind of way you're going to feel like you're responsible for breaking up your family. But the universe is making this happen. The universe, if you don't work on what makes you happy, the universe will send a tower, because you can't vibe on a unhappy all the time. Something, the universe sees it, and they're not going to allow it. You're going through a very big transformation, and a lot has to do with self-worth, of accepting the good people, the love, not the toxic. Not saying that toxic people don't love you, but they're sick and they can't love you the way you need to be loved. Now this Queen of Swords, what are we cutting out? It's a tower. Oh, see? I just said that. 3 cards want to show, and I'll look at them. Look, I just said the universe will send a tower, and that's what came out. They will. So you know, whatever makes you happy, live in what makes you happy. If you know you're in a toxic loop or hell loop or whatever, you can't seem to get out of it, the universe is sending a transformation opportunity, to change things. They're sending a tower. They're going to give you an opportunity, and it's going to cut out things. And this is what showed up in the split. These cards want to stand out to me, so I'm just going to show you the 8 of Wands. Communication. Somebody may sneak you communication as well. Private message you is what I'm hearing. Private message, because I normally wouldn't say that with these 2 cards, but someone might private message you. Wow, and it might be a twin flame. It might be a divine counterpart. It's going to be someone who, they may message you something about the home stability. Are you happy? Because they're sneaking a message to you. So they're either hiding a message because they're with somebody, or they know you're with somebody. I don't know. But they feel they have to sneak this message. And they have a lot of passion for you, and they see you as happiness. Maybe they're going to reach out and ask you if you're happy or doing good or something without them. But they might even reach out and say, Taurus, you make me feel happier than I've ever felt before. I don't know. And, here we are. You are on the bottom of the deck, Taurus. Hierophant. Whatever, you're going to have probably a couple of options, Taurus, at least two options. It seems like the toxic person over here that you're moving on from, and a newer person here where there may be an age gap. But if you, the universe you might even find out somebody was cheating or whatever. The universe might even send that kind of tower, because here we're finding out there's something going, there's third party like crazy. Like a double life, right? And that might be the tower, be that person being exposed. I don't know, but you're going to decide to end things with this Emperor. Could be your husband, okay? Because it showed up as Emperor, King of Cups, also cheater. And in a new beginning. This is your choice. You're going to have this choice. And you're going to have to, thinking. You're going to do a lot of this, thinking and meditating. But it does look like you're going to have the choice, but it looks like what's on your mind the most is this new beginning, because what's in front of you is ending things. And you're on this card with the world, because the world is Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and Scorpio. And so you are a fixed sign. And it seems like you're fixed on possibly a new beginning. Let's close out with some Moonology. It's either way, it's a good reading, because you're having a new life. Either way, if you're on your own or if you're moving on, it looks like you're moving on, but you have a great future. Wow, prosperity lies ahead. Yes, you have a great future. You have a new life, Taurus. And that is new moon in Taurus. So this is definitely you, Taurus, a new life for you. And show the world the real you, okay? Full moon Aquarius, or maybe you have Aquarius in your chart, or maybe you're dealing with someone, but it might be saying to expose the real you. Maybe you have a platform. It's time to show the real you. So, just because I'm curious if we're dealing in what kind of dynamic, I want to see if certain cards come out of this Time Island Wellness, or Island Time Wellness. I always say it wrong. Oh, yeah, the transformation. Now, this is confirmation. Relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. You're going through a transformation. You're going to end up probably meeting your counterpart after this transformation, and you're probably going to be ending things with a current or toxic person that was just probably hindering you in some sort of way. It could have been a cheater. It could also have been someone who was hindering you that was on your path, a family member even. Could have been, but I see it could go either way. Not showing true feelings, all right? The mask, that's what I said. This is what I think that you're realizing, that you're seeing through people's masks in general, because you are transforming spiritually, and you're seeing everyone pretty much. And runner, see, yeah, you're dealing with, I'm pretty sure, if you don't believe in it, but I'm pretty sure you're dealing with the divine counterpart of twin flame. And I think they're going to be chasing you. Yeah, I think they're going to chase you, or drop the mask and chase you. I don't know. This is going to get interesting. Leave a comment if you're dealing with one, or divine. Oh, look, the bottom of the deck. I can't make this up, Taurus. The bottom of the deck, kisses, twin flames, and engagement ring. There I go, another card. And karmic relationship. They are ending a karmic relationship. They're probably going to come your way, or that's who you're going to meet. That's the younger person, because there can be an age difference in the twin flame dynamic. I believe the one that's coming toward you is your person. And this person over here was either a marriage or something. There was something that wasn't right. There was something toxic. It doesn't have to be there was cheating, but there was a toxic, even a mother-in-law or a family member that lived in the house, or a father-in-law, or just somebody who always meddled and got into the relationship. It was just always karmic from Jumpstart. And you know, they show up as the emperor. You could have kids with them, but you also got married. Now, this doesn't have to be the person you married, but this person was toxic. I think you thought this person was your emperor. I think or they could be an Aries as well. But I think you had kids with them, okay? And I think you thought they were the one, but it ended up being a toxic situation, a learning curve, okay? Because the Hierophant kept coming out. Your new person most likely is younger, or there's an age difference. Either you're younger or they're younger, but it looks like they're younger. It looks like there's a transformation. And it does look like a divine counterpart union is trying to come into play here. So Taurus, just keep busy, do things that make you happy. If there's a relationship that you're in that's falling apart, just let it continue, because there's something beautiful coming in that's truly, truly meant for you. And it's your divine counterpart. Yeah. Now, this other one that you thought was your person, they could have had fire in their chart, but they were not. You thought they were your emperor, but they were not. They were actually toxic in some kind of way. It doesn't mean like they were using drugs. They could have been narcissistic. They could have kept you in a third party. Could have had you in some other situation, and just didn't never put you first. And just anyway, I'll keep rambling. Point is, something new is really coming in, especially if you've been dealing in a very karmic type toxic relationship, where you were not always the option, okay? Because someone else was, either a meddling family member, mother-in-law, father-in-law, or a third person side piece type of thing. There was a third situation for sure, and it really interfered. You're cutting that out. You're moving toward the new, and you are going to be very happy. All right, you guys, leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. That way we can exchange our energy equally. I love you guys. See you in your next video, Taurus. Bye.